Who has the bigger cultural impact between Snoop Dogg and Jay Z? No criteria. You know what I mean? Obviously, this is a safe space, right? You're not going to be judged here in regards to what your thoughts are.
So you're saying who's more culturally impactful between Jay?
So I'm going to say
it doesn't just have to be music wise.
No, I think it's everything encompassing.
Okay.
I think it's everything.
I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, man.
Okay.
I've seen him sell insurance. I've seen him sell Corona.
Yeah.
I seen him have a show with Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
My parents still pronounce his name wrong, Snoop Doggy Doggy.
Yeah.
But they know who he is.
Know who he is. That's it.
Jay Z took that next step. For us as rap listeners, Jay Z was always everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But he took that next step for the rest of the world when that union became official with Beyonce.
Yeah.
It's never a disrespect, but your wife has a lot of steam in her kettle.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So it's like they might not know Jay Z as much as Beyonce's man.
Yeah.
As Beyonce's husband.
Yeah.
Snoop now, he's a star on his own.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he had Dr. Dre, but he eclipsed Dr. Dre as a rapper for being a bigger star.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's bigger in hip hop than Dr. Dre, but he's just like that Doggy Style album, the singles that he produced off that. Gin and Juice? What's my name?
So, okay. So I
like when Snoop came out, he had guys obviously Jay-Z had guys wanting to be Jay-Z, but he put a whole coast on his back.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on it. I agree with every single point you said. I as big as Jay-Z fans as we are, as you mentioned, you know, this was a tough question when I was thinking about it because I actually had to do the numbers, and I'm a stats guy.
You gotta do the numbers,
you know,
baby.
I had to go through the numbers, and you know, Jay-Z when it comes to just raw hip hop numbers is him.
Of course,
you know what I mean. And when it comes to business acumen outside of hip hop, Jay Z is well known for it. Right?
But culturally.
But, okay, all right, let me get there. But Snoop Dogg transcends, like Snoop right now, like if you were to ask, maybe survey 10 people and you gave them to me, you can't transcend culture if you're not known by one name. So if you're not Snoop, if you were to say Snoop, who's Snoop, everyone will know who Snoop is.
He's bigger than the cartoon Snoopy.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Jay, I don't know. People might know depending on where you are. If you say Drake, yeah. I think Kanye's there. I think those four, for me, have transcended the hip-hop in itself. Yeah. Right? In that sense. So I think Snoop, and again, to me, the turn was Martha Stewart. Is up until that point, he was still famous. He's probably still one of the most famous hip-hop artists, but he was known for smoking weed and attempted murder.
So let's talk about that.
Right? So
who has been able to turn the page and rebrand who they are better than Snoop?
See, Snoop, I was also going to say, Snoop also has been in hip hop for 4 decades.
But Snoop is a legit certified gang member.
Yeah, absolutely. And
but everybody still feels comfortable with Snoop being around.
He is
the coolest artist that you've ever seen.
He is I would say, number one hip hop personality of all time.
Snoop got 2 or 3. He got 2 or 3 documentaries on Netflix right now.
He has
his Pop Warner League.
Yeah.
Reincarnated, and he's part of mad hip hop documentaries.
And people don't even mention all of the brands that he's endorses, but also, like, Snoop has been on TV forever. Multiple shows, like he's been like movies, like again, Car Wash, Baby Boy. Snoop has been he's been him for a long time. So, and again, we're talking about it with Griselda. Can't take it away from Jay. I don't know if anybody works harder than Snoop. Snoop does,
Entertainment wise, no.
Snoop does award shows. Snoop hosts everything. Snoop does
roasts.
Touch me, my guy.
But hold on. You want to know what?
Like,
you know what the crazy thing is?
He's
height of the East Coast West Coast beef.
Yeah.
What does Big do? I'm trying to sell records like I'm Snoop.
Yeah.
Oops. He knew. He's a bigger star than what we've seen before in rap.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of guys that have reached the stratosphere.
Yeah.
But they're not touching where Snoop is.
No, Snoop is on a different level. He's definitely transcended hip hop into, and he's also, it's good because it kind of shows what can come out of hip hop, right?
Snoop did California Girls with Katy Perry, dude.
Yeah, like he can do it all. And again, like you said, he's friendly. He's totally he's rebranded about 3 times now.
But he's always LA.
Yeah. To the core. Core.
He's always member.
Flag wearing, repping everywhere.
You don't see him. He's always Dickie Chuck down.
Chucks and Dickies down. You have to rate it.
He's
right?
him.
You have to rate
because
it. Someone comfortable in their own skin, not willing to change for nobody.
It just reminds me of the J Line, bro.
Yeah.
He brought MTV to the streets, man. Snoop is that guy. He's still connected. If you had a beef, who would you call to solve it?
You know how many beefs he's probably solved on the back end? In hip hop.
And listen.
In hip hop.
He said, yo, East Coast, I don't like where you guys are at right now. I'm going to sign Benny and put him on Def Jam. Was able to make that call, no problem.
Yeah, but him bringing back Death Row in itself is
my God.
Is
we didn't even talk about him bringing back. Because, legit, that Dog Pound album was gravy.
Look at that.
And I know Snoop orchestrated those moves.
That album was amazing, but president of Def Jam and bringing back that like between him and Nas and like what's going on with
they're showing you what to do in your elder statesmanship
and how to do it because it's never been done before. To this level.
They're the blueprint, B.
To this level. So okay, so I did have another question in regards to that. So we both went with Snoop. Big shout out to Jay, obviously, because Hov is Hov at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we had to break it down, like in regards to every single stat, like Jay probably wins on the hip hop, like music making, bars, etc. All the cases.
I don't know. Maybe Snoop has more memorable lines though.
I think that's tough, man. People have studied Jay.
1, 2, 3 into the 4.
Yeah, Snoop, Doggy Dogg, and Dr. Dre. But I'm thinking like at the end of the day. Jay, maybe I'll say this too because we are on the East Coast and we are heavily
we're influenced,
brought up and influenced by that. I think we might be a little biased,
of course, because Snoop also influenced himself.
Yes, yeah, oh yes, and the East Coast. Like you can't.
No, he did, but I mean, Snoop touched the South before, but a Jay would have touched the South.
But I was even thinking that when I was going through some of the Snoop albums, like. One of my favorite Snoops is No Limit Snoop. He was cooking when he went to he went to No Limit with something to prove, bro. I
mean, Master P showed him how it was supposed to be when you're an artist.
And he gives a lot of props to Master P in his time there for sure. For sure.
And you know what? I respect Snoop because Snoop gives credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Always. You always hear him giving respect to people.
Yeah.
You don't really hear Snoop tear down people.
No, he's good. He's very bushel in that sense. He's just, very political with it. And, you could see that he came into the game under turmoil, and I felt like ever since then he's never whiffed it.
But
whiffed it again, bro.
But the crazy thing is, he came in with the craziest turmoil of all time. Murder was the case. Yeah. He comes out MTV Awards, performs, evading arrest.
Yeah. All even that leading into the Source Awards too. And
it's so iconic what he said. Other than what Suge said, what else do you remember? You remember Outkast saying
Snoop,
the South got something to say, but you always remember the East ain't got love, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. It's how can you front on Snoop, man?
Yeah, that's it. You got to rate him for that at the end of the day.
100%.
Okay, I guess before we get back into music, I did have a couple questions for you. Because we were debating both of them, I also realized that they've collabed for 2 songs. So Snoop was on the Dynasty, Get Your Mind Right, Mommy.
Yes, he was.
Track. And Jay was on the remix for I Wanna Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that iconic Snoop Dogg track off
So-
of Alice in Wonderland.
When I was in high school, we did a commercial.
Yeah.
And the song was playing. We were football players in the locker room.
Okay.
And it was a Canadian Recording Industry Association, CRIA
Yeah.
at the time.
Go.
I played football. Somehow our whole team got the commercial. We got paid, whatever. We got agents and everything. We
Yeah.
thought we were gonna get mad commercials.
That's it.
I went to the Vince Carter, like when he was with Tony the Tiger. I was at the commercial. We didn't get it. Long story short, when we're in the
You
room,
see those tastes, bro.
when we're in the room, what are they playing? The Snoop Dogg song with Pharrell. Not
Beautiful.
No, like the hard
I was
one.
making sure.
Burn,
Snoop Dogg.
Who's the man? Oh goddamn, Snoop Dogg. Like that was playing in the background in
Yeah.
the commercial.
Oh, dope.
So like, I remember stealing the Snoop Dogg cassette from my sister.
Yeah.
Getting it taken for the rest of the year because of the comic in the cassette tape.
Listen, that pullout, that was it.
I should not have been listening.
We
to
were
that.
running around school with that.
Madame Russo took that shit from me so fast, kid.
Yeah, but again, him transcending, like that was crazy. And I'll even say that. We'll even add to that on some fly. Like Snoop is so recognizable. I remember when he came out, everyone said he looked like a Doberman. You dig? Like
But
he
remember-
pulled the hair back. He had
remember
the
in his
pigtails,
video, he turned into the
transformed
dog.
Doberman, right?
Yeah.
He's
And
super
and
iconic,
I remember
bro.
the anticipation around his album After the Chronic.
Yeah.
Like everybody was like, "Yo, this is the next."
Yeah, Snoop is.
He's been a king ever since. He never dropped the ball.